Hey, this is Ilan with Best of 5. We're a weekly FGC talk show, so if we keep popping up on your recommended feed and you want to stay connected to the FGC, click the subscribe button and stick with us while we bring you more FGC news. All right, with that said, it is time for us to move on to the next topic. The crazy thing is, it feels like every game got an update. Every game got an update. Let's start with the one that we talked about a little bit earlier. Street Fighter 6. We got to see the new characters. We got to see some crazy stuff. Biking got buffed. We're going to talk about Guilty Gear in a little bit. But for now, let's take a gander at Street Fighter 6. Where's the audio? There it is.
Come on, crank that beat.
Yep, so these are the places we're going to get to go in World Tour mode. Starting with Metro City. This is the new Master Assist, so you can call in your trainer to come help you during fights. You get to play mini games. This looks so cool. Next, we're going to go to the Colosseum in Italy where we meet Marissa. We're going to a festival in France where we meet Manon.
He was obsessed, you see.
And then I don't know where we're going here.
Finding an appropriate vessel for this power. Showtime, baby!
Finally, we get to see how these characters move in the game. It's pretty cool.
An honor, to be sure.
Now, we did get a little bit of a showcase from Capcom TV, but it was people playing with dynamic controls and mashing. They had fun. It was great, but we couldn't really learn anything from it, I don't think. All that we did learn is that these characters look great in the game, and I cannot wait to get to play them. Specifically, either Marissa, Manon, or JP. I think they look so cool. Like, the newcomers look so cool. And we've been getting, like, drip feeding of some tech from the Twitter account, so we saw how Manon's normals bring people in. We saw how Marissa has armor in certain moves. We saw how DJ has fake fireballs. Dude, Manon making you dance with her while she beats you up is hilarious to me. I'm a big fan. All right, yeah, so this one is a little bit, it's like a week old. It was at the Game Awards. And currently, I'm remembering that I forgot to download another trailer, so I apologize. We're going to be trailerless for the other one. But yeah, we did get to see these characters a little bit in action at the Capcom TV presentation, where they had a very well-known comedian join the panel and play with other people on the show. They looked like they had a lot of fun. It was very entertaining to see how much fun they were having. Unfortunately, you know, it was dynamic. I was hoping the dynamic controls would be a little bit different, right? Like, it wouldn't be, like, so crazy. It would help slow the game down a little bit, so, like, things would happen purposefully. But at the end of the day, that's not for me. So they looked like they had fun. Things happened, and the game looks cool. That was the update for Street Fighter 6. Unfortunately, I decided to forget to download. I forgot to download the Tekken 8 trailer, so I do apologize. Tekken 8 was also shown. A very bizarre trailer of Tekken 8 was shown. It looked like there was more to the trailer, but the trailer just ended. Luckily, because we got to see Harada and Michael Murray at the regional finals, they had a panel where they explained a lot of things. And they said something that I had not thought of, and it makes a lot of sense. They wanted to show more in the trailer. However, because it's the Game Awards, and they tell you your trailer can be X amount of time, no more, no less. Suck it. They had to put in as much as they could in, like, the minute that the trailer was, right? So they showed off what they couldn't show off in the trailer at the regional finals in this panel. They showed off the heat system, right? That's the heat system. It's basically like an interesting version of a rage drive that you have access to from the beginning of the match. And it could either be like a combo extension, it could be a damage dealer, like a combo ender, or it could be something completely different that we don't know. He showed, they showed Jack 7, or I'm sorry, Jack 8. His heat, whatever, is like a giant like gun falls on you. Kazuya gets like an extra crouch dash. It's crazy. It's crazy. I can't wait to see that more in action. They showed some crazy wall interactions as well. We saw Jack 8 getting blown to smithereens DOA style after getting wall splat. So that was very interesting. There are worrying parts for me, I think, because they explained that the word that they were trying to get for this game is aggression. Is they really wanted this game to be more aggressive and less neutral based like it is right now. So that worries me a little bit, but you know, we haven't seen much of the game just yet. So I'm interested to see it. The game does look great. There are a lot of people saying that the game doesn't look good, but they didn't watch the 4K trailer, right? They only watched like the trailer that was at the Game Awards, so it wasn't high definition. And there's a lot to the story. Couple of things that they did confirm in this panel is that Jun is going to be a playable character. It's very interesting. And the part where she looked like she was healing Jin, where like there's this flash of light and she's like, oh, something healing or whatever, that's her rage drive or her rage heart. So that's like her destroying somebody with light, and it looks like she was healing him. It was very funny. Along with this, they also confirmed, you know, rage drives and rage hearts will be back. Jun isn't dead, that's right. And they squashed the myth that everybody was, or the rumor that everybody was starting to spin. The rumor mill was working, and they shut that shit down. Tekken 8 is a 3D game. Just because we haven't seen sidesteps doesn't mean it's not 3D. So, and they went on to further to say that they wish it was 2D because designing 3D stages is twice as hard. So, big ups to them. The game looks incredible. Like, the colors really pop. King's shorts, or King's, like, pants look so cool. Jack 8's, like, entrances look so cool. Lars looks super interesting. This game's gonna be great. I can't wait to see more. I thought it was further along than it is, but the fact that we didn't get to see too much means that it's probably not going to be out until maybe like 2024. So early 2024. So does that mean Heihachi can come back too? Who knows? So according to Harada, they never said Jun was dead. It was just heavily implied, and turns out she isn't. Right? So is Heihachi dead? Did we see him fall into the lava for realsies? Who knows? They've been saying Heihachi's dead. So who knows what's what anymore? Harada does whatever he wants, right? But, you know, there were a lot of people that were asking for Jun back, so this is the first time she's back since Tag 2. Next! Along with Tekken 8 being revealed, there was also a Tekken patch this past week. And here it is. They added streaming mode, where when activated, the online ID or gamer tag of the opponent on the versus screen and the battle screen in ranked match, player match, and quick match will be replaced to the character name. I think that's pretty cool. It basically it helps minimize the toxicity from streamer communities, and I think that's very interesting. They expanded character selection features, so you essentially can choose a favorite character, and you can hit one button, and it will choose that character and that costume that you enjoy. They modified the tournament settings so that you cannot choose a favorite character, you cannot choose character costumes, and you cannot save the last costume selected. And I think that's wonderful because fighting with people who have wild costumes is very difficult. Along with this, and this was something that they announced at the panel at the Tekken World Tour Regional Finals here in LA, they added fan art as selectable game portraits in-game, or as selectable character portraits in-game. That, I think, is the smartest idea I think I've ever seen. Going to the community and being like, hey, this art is really good, let's put that in the game, is amazing, because it gives people another chance to get involved with the stuff that they love. And the art is absolutely bonkers amazing. It's super duper cool. I cannot wait to see like what more they add, if they're adding it to Tekken 8, or what more they add to Tekken 7. But fun times all around, and big ups to them for thinking of that, because I think that's so cool. More community involvement in the game in a way that doesn't disrupt the game is always a plus. It's never a negative. Since it seems like Tekken 8 won't be out until like 2024-ish, or like at least late 2023, I wouldn't be surprised to see more Tekken 7 stuff after Tekken World Tour Finals in March. So unless they're completely hiding how far along Tekken 8 is, I think we're going to see more Tekken 7 before we see some more Tekken 8. Granted, we are going to see Tekken 8 at the Tekken World Tour Finals because Harada and Michael Murray said so. So they specifically said, hey, we're going to have more news at the Tekken World Tour Finals. And they said they wanted to announce the release date of the game. However, the marketing team said no. Do I mean more Tekken 7 content or another tour? Both. Most likely both. Who knows? But yeah, Street Fighter 6 might be the only new game coming out this 2023. We still don't have any information about the NRS project. Next in the parade list of games that got updates, DNF Duel. You know, the game that everybody loves to hate or hates to love. Got quite a ridiculously large update. Yeah, they announced this update was coming, that it was going to be over 100 buffs, and that they were changing a lot of the game. And a lot of people have been playing it, and this came out earlier this week. Here is just the overall game changes from the game patch and what they changed. They changed the dodge. They reduced the recovery of the dodge. Boy, I wish I could see what this said. They reduced the recovery of dodge. They moved the activation of invulnerability to be effective immediately, so frame 1 invuln. And they moved the activation time for invulnerability against projectiles to be frame 1 as well. Guard cancel, they adjusted the recovery to reduce the hit guard frame gaps, whatever that means. I read it, but I don't understand it. I'm going to look at it again in a second. And airborne magic spells, I'm assuming that's what that is, adjusted to face the opponent immediately after performing the skill. So things will be, cross-ups will be, or like your character will turn around at the appropriate time. So let me see this guard cancel attack. Adjust the recovery on oneself, stun on the opponent to, whatever. I give up. I give up. I tried. Along with this, they had a gigantic laundry list of buffs for just about every character. And they announced the Season 2 as well. So here's DNF Duel. I've seen a lot of people playing this week since the new patch came out. And it seems like a lot of people are very excited for this patch coming out. The changes to dodge and the changes to stun. Like, they basically kind of buffed all defensive options, which is super, super interesting. So big ups to DNF Duel. It's alive. It's still here. And people are still playing. I'm definitely going to be checking it out later this week once I get some time. So, big ups to DNF Duel. DNF's coming to Switch as well. Oh, shit, I didn't know about that. Maybe I did. I feel like I remember seeing it, but yeah, big ups to DNF Duel, man. They're keeping that game alive, and the fact that they're changing it for the better, in my opinion, is nothing but a good thing, you know? All right, we got 2 more games. We got 2 more games. Next, this was last week. It was a day before the beta, but we didn't get to cover it in the show because I was out like a dummy. Guilty Gear Strive got a ridiculously large update where a lot of things changed drastically. So, I'm a Giovanna main in Guilty Gear Strive, and that character is completely different. Her BNBs are now different. You can't do what you usually did because her Crouching Fierce is now different. Or her Crouching Heavy Slash is now different. It pops people into the air. So you can't do the normal juggle combos that you could do before. You have to do it with her other moves, which kind of affects how she corner carries. I don't know how good or how bad it is yet. I've just messed with it a little bit. But it's very, very difficult for me to unlearn the previous BNBs to go to this new BNB. Along with this, they added crossplay, and they changed the mechanics some. The tension gauge now increases more the higher your character's risk level is, and they increase the reward for successfully making it out of dangerous situations and going on the offensive. The risk level depleting over time is now faster, and the risk level now resets when Psych Burst is activated. Other changes affecting all characters is they have forward 2P is now even hurt box wise for all characters, and the height of the hurt box was the same for all characters at the lowest point of the attack, but the hurt box height during the startup of each character was varied. So they kind of standardized it across the cast. So, oh yeah, very good point. For those of you that don't know, huge sales happening for holidays and the end of the year. Like I saw Tekken 7 is like $6. It seems like most fighting games are off like at least like 40%. Is that a QT cup? No, it's a Nukes cup. What's a QT cup? Grand Blue Versus is on sale as well. Yes, and they did have a big update recently, but Quick Trip? Oh no, sorry, it's a Nukes Deli cup. We have a giant collection of them. This is their 4th of July one. I don't have it on my desk anymore, but they also have holiday one. Oh, Shiggity Shank, thanks for the shout out. Yeah, Fallout 1 and 2 and Tactics is free on the Epic Game Store, and you can use BestofVShow as a supported creator code on the. Yeah, here's our collection of Nuke cups. So you want a Christmas one, or you want a breast cancer one? Wait, no, that's ovarian cancer. Sorry. Yeah, but anyway, we got a lot of Nukes cups. Thanks. Anywho, we have one more game to go over that got a patch recently, and that game is the one and only Melty Blood. This is just the overall changes for Melty Blood. Sorry that I really wish I could figure out how to not stretch this thing. This is what the top of the page says for the gigantic laundry list of changes. It says this update is primarily intended to expand the variety of play and improve moves that were difficult to use or that lacked utility. For example, moves that had no benefits when incorporated into combos have had damage increases or reduced damage or recovery scaling. Reduced scaling often increases combo damage and also makes the additional attacks possible since it reduces the chance for the opponent to tech out. Damage scaling is adjustment applied to combo damage calculations, and recovery scaling is the adjustment applied to the no tech durations of combos. Hitboxes have been improved for moon skills and other skills with activation costs, and to moves with major openings and risks. We have also avoided weakening character moves and adjustments in order to allow for use as is in combos. And they fixed other bugs considered to have a strong effect on battle results. So, big ups to the Melty Blood patch. If you guys haven't seen it, I got it sent to me today, and it was like this tiny thing, and it just looked like a scroll, like a gigantic receipt that you get at the supermarket with all the coupons, and it was all character changes. The bad part, however, is that unfortunately, this update did kind of break the online on PC. People are waiting anywhere between 1 to 5 minutes because the game just freezes while you're trying to do some matchmaking on the PC. So hopefully that gets fixed faster, sooner rather than later. I know Melty Blood has always had issues on PC, so I'm kind of hoping that that all goes away sooner rather than later. Oh yeah, and they had 2 new characters, which I don't have the trailers for, unfortunately. So yeah. The 2 new characters, which I was told are not Melty Blood characters, they're Fate Go characters. So big ups to that. So big ups to Fate Go, Big ups to Fate Go. All right. Were there any other game updates I missed, chat? My fellow co-hosts, did I miss anything? You think they're the last Fate characters in the game ever? That'd be interesting to find out. I did play a little bit of Neko Arc, and she's very fun. The fact that you can just hold down buttons after you whiff something, and she has a backup attack is very interesting. Last characters from Fate Go. And they teased the next character already. Cool. Man, there's a lot coming down the pipeline, huh? We have Street Fighter 6, we have Tekken 8, we have Melty Blood characters, we have DNF characters, we have Guilty Gear characters, right? Delilah's supposed to come out soon. So, pretty fun stuff coming down the pipeline on the New Year's.